have a video who helped me in one-stop shop to figure this out, but I eventually got it. So we're going to hook up the negative to the negative rail. We're going to come out of the signal out. I'm going to send that to a buzzard, and that's going to be the negative. That's the negative coming out of the, by the way, the negative coming out of the 555. And then we're going to go to the plus. So that means I'm going to come out of the plus rail, and I am going to come off of that, and that's going to go to the positive side of the buzzard. Alright. Yeah, and that buzzard's just a little speaker. So the only thing I'm really missing is the positive in from the battery. So we need another cable from the plus on the battery, and pretty much from there we need traditional red cable coming off of the positive rail, and voila, you don't hear nothing. Voila, nothing. So, that's our oscillator circuit, guys. Bam, in the morning. What you guys doing over there in Holland? I like your comments. Couldn't get any volume on my... I had to delete that. You know, I delete all these videos. It's a shame. Alright. Just unplug it while I'm talking. So, who is that from Holland? Well, anyway, yeah, back to the comments and stuff, man. Just keep leaving your comments. And how's it going over there? What's the weather like? Down here in Florida, of USA, we're going to have Christmas Day 82 degrees, they're saying. Crazy weather. Alrighty. So... it's alright, so we got this far, okay? So now what we want to do, we know it's coming through the timer. Do I have another size capacitor? No, I got two of the same size. When you change the capacitor on this circuit, you can change the speed of your oscillations. So you can go from two different capacitors, which I just found another one, hooked up to a diode. Yuppers. Messing with those puppies are nice. So yeah, I got another capacitor. That's a bigger one. So well, let's hook this up. You can listen to the speed of this one versus this capacitor. You'll see it slows down. But you're building up charge in here. So that's real slow. And now we'll turn it up. We'll go a little faster. See, so you got real low on and off signals. So that's wide open. Now I pull out that capacitor. That's that one. And I'm gonna make sure the long end is the positive, going back in the 2 and the negative. That's wide open. I haven't thought of this, but let's try one of these bubbies. I think this one's like a 3,000. I don't even know if it's going to work. 2 in ground. And this one here doesn't really have a... Quick, hit the ground! Interesting. About this guy. That's the first time I've done that. Holy shit, man. That sounds like, I gotta look into that one. That sounds like it's going just high frequency, like in the terrace. Now this one here is, I believe is, oh geez, I'm gonna say 3,000 volt. The other one was 1,000. Funny thing is, if guys, you can hear that. That's a capacitor into the negative rail, oscillating with one leg, with only one leg in. Alright, so let's see what's got to offer with 2 legs in. We're going to go back into 2 and ground. So we get 2 and ground. 2 and ground. Okay, so obviously that's I bet my dog's jumping out of his skin right now. These are 10,000 volt, and can't believe me touching this is picking up some type of sound through that buzzard. That's interesting. Here we go. That's a high. That's real high. This is 10,000 volts. Interesting on the capacitors. That's why we do this live show here, because it's all about learning. Take that and put that on the shelf as knowledge. Okie dokie. Let me see. What time is it? Me gotta go to work shortly. Hope you guys are gonna have a good day, whatever you're doing. Live out the dream. Don't be afraid to get into something you're not comfortable with. Reach out a little bit. Do I have time to keep going? Well, let's just leave it at this, because this is a good start building the oscillator circuit. You heard it on the buzzer. That's a good way of getting a good reaction back for yourself to judge what you're doing. Do I have my voltmeter? No. Yeah, I do. Let me see. Got my voltmeter. Let's check to see what the voltage is coming into that buzzer, and that'll show us what we're dealing with a signal power. So I guess we're gonna keep it on AC because it's oscillating. We'll check it with DC, but I don't think we're gonna get squat shit. So one end of the buzzard, the other end of the buzzard. Okay, and it's, you guys see that? So I'll turn the potentiometer. Let's go DC. Less than a volt. Okay, so I just turned potentiometer up. So potentiometer picking up 3 to 4 volts. They're probably turning into spikes. So here I am with the potentiometer down. So it goes to show you I'm putting the power down, powering down potentiometer. Right now I got no power in the potentiometer and I'm pushing 0 point. There you go, there's a volt. So I guess the potentiometer is leveling out. 1.5 volts. DC, AC, we're just fluctuating. But now if I go up with the potentiometer, AC really doesn't show much difference, but DC does. DC shows 2.3 and change overload. Let's go to that spot where it says overload. See if we get back there. No. Open line. So you can see I can adjust the volts. So we're looking at max for 5 volts tops with this oscillator. All right, guys. I just gotta say, over and out. I guess next video we'll go ahead and we'll start messing with the transistors, and we'll shoot for pushing 1 or 2 of these car batteries through it, my deep cycle batteries, so we have some amperage. We could, well, maybe what we'll do for now is we'll just push 1 of these car batteries through this right here, and then we'll get high voltage out of here. And that's the test. That's all I want to do is test that. And with that being said, I will put this aside for a later experiment, and we're gonna just keep the 12 volt or maybe go to 24 volt, and then we'll hook it up to a single set of V-shaped magnets, and from there we'll go ahead and we'll do some experiments and see how strong the magnetic pull is, and see if it charges up these magnets, and then from there we'll start checking them to make sure that all the poles are right, and we'll check them all, and then we'll start working on how we're going to power up these wires. All right, well, you guys have a good day.